All right, today we are jumping into a topic that honestly affects every single one of us, gut health. We're going to break down what's really going on in there, some of the common mistakes we might be making without even realizing it, and, most importantly, what we can do to get it right.
You know that feeling, right? You eat something, and instead of feeling fueled and ready to go, you just feel heavy or bloated. That's not random. That's actually your body talking to you. And today, we're going to figure out what it's trying to say.
And really, it all boils down to this. Every little decision you make throughout the day, what you eat, how you move, how you sleep, it all adds up. It's either building up your digestive wellness or, well, contributing to that discomfort.
Okay, so let's start by looking under the hood and understanding what's actually happening. Your gut isn't just some passive plumbing system. Nope, it's a dynamic, living ecosystem that's constantly reacting to everything you do.
It's pretty wild when you think about it, isn't it? You've got this entire universe of trillions of bacteria living inside you. We call it the gut microbiome. And this little community is crucial for just about everything, from your energy levels to your mood. Basically, when they're happy, you're happy.
But, like any community, it's all about balance. There's this constant war going on inside your gut. You've got the good guys, the beneficial bacteria, and you've got the bad guys, the harmful ones. Keeping the good guys in charge is the absolute name of the game. When that balance gets thrown off, you get a condition called dysbiosis. And this isn't just about a bit of bloating. When the bad bacteria start to take over, they can trigger this low-level chronic inflammation all over your body. And that's been linked to much bigger problems like weight gain and insulin resistance. So yeah, keeping your gut in check is a pretty big deal for your overall health.
So how does this happen? Well, it's rarely one big thing. It's usually a bunch of little habits that add up over time. So let's play detective and uncover some of the ways we might be accidentally sabotaging our own gut health.
Now, as we go through these next couple of slides, just have a think about your own daily routine. So many of these are just normal in our busy lives. We don't even see them as a problem, but our gut definitely does.
So first up, what we're putting in our bodies. Poor hydration. That's a big one. It doesn't just back things up, it can make you feel foggy and tired. Then you've got diets full of processed foods and sugar. That's literally like throwing a feast for the bad bacteria in your gut. It's also how we eat. Things like binge eating just overwhelm the system. Not getting enough fiber? Well, that's like starving your good bacteria. And finally, too much alcohol can really irritate the gut lining.
But it's not just about food. Not moving enough slows down your digestion, plain and simple. Chronic stress, that's not just in your head. It pumps your body full of stress hormones, which can directly harm your good gut bacteria, leading straight to that dysbiosis we talked about. Skimping on sleep. Your body needs that 7 to 9 hours to repair itself, gut included. Smoking can throw your gut flora completely out of whack. And while they can be lifesavers, overusing things like antibiotics can be like a bomb going off in your gut, wiping out the good bacteria along with the bad.
Okay, I know that might have sounded like a lot of bad news, but here's the good news. You are absolutely in control here, and you don't need to do anything crazy or drastic. Let's talk about the simple but super powerful tools you can start using right now.
If we had to pick one hero in this whole story, it's fiber, for sure. See, fiber is literally food for your good gut bacteria. Your body can't digest it, so it makes its way down to your gut, where your microbiome has a feast. It's what keeps them strong and thriving.
And the best part? Fiber is in all sorts of delicious food. We're talking whole grains like oats, tons of fruits and veggies, nuts and seeds, and things like beans and lentils. You just want to get a good variety of these guys in your diet every day.
Now, here is a pro tip that so many people miss. When you start eating more fiber, you have to drink more water. Think of fiber like a sponge. It soaks up water. If there isn't enough water, that sponge can actually gum up the works and cause the exact problem you're trying to fix. So fiber and water, they're a team.
This leads us to another huge tool, managing your stress. You know that butterflies feeling you get when you're nervous or excited? That's not just a saying. That is the physical proof of your gut-brain connection. They're constantly talking to each other. So when you're stressed all the time, your brain sends distress signals to your gut, which can mess up digestion and help those bad bacteria thrive.
So how do you calm things down? Look, it doesn't have to be complicated. We're talking about things as simple as taking a few deep, slow breaths. Maybe trying a meditation app for 5 minutes, or just getting lost in a good book for a little while. Anything that tells your nervous system, hey, we're okay.
And last but not least, let's talk movement. We are not talking about running a marathon here. Something as simple and as pleasant as a 30-minute walk after dinner can work wonders. It helps get things moving, literally, and can even help manage your blood sugar. So when you put it all together, side by side like this, it becomes pretty simple, doesn't it? On one side, you have all the things that build a strong, healthy gut, and on the other, all the things that break it down. The whole journey is just about making more choices from that left column, day in and day out.
And that brings us to the home stretch. Look, fixing your gut health isn't about some 30-day challenge or a quick fix diet. It's a journey. And the most important thing is to focus on small, consistent steps that you can actually stick with.
And ultimately, you've got to remember that your body is unique. What makes my gut happy might not be the right thing for you. The real goal here is to become an expert on you, to listen to the signals your body is sending, and find the unique balance of food and lifestyle that makes you feel absolutely amazing.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just pick one thing. Maybe it's just drinking one more glass of water today, or adding some berries to your breakfast, or taking a 10-minute walk after work. What's the one small, totally doable thing you're going to do for your gut today?